Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Albion TV. We've had the EU reset, we've had some 20v20 action, and now it's time to jump into the 5v5 Crystal League matches. And we've got a bunch of teams queuing up. We've got this Black Order team with a very interesting tank build that I just picked up. Had a little look at them, Shozen, and all of the regulars, all of the big names are out and about today, fresh off of a reset. And ready to rock, I guess.
Yeah, it's we have a bunch of teams that are signed up. I'm currently waiting for our 5th team to sign up,
so that we can run a poll.
Yeah, so running a poll.
You guys will be able to vote on who you want to watch. If there's anyone specific you'd like to check out, then definitely put in a vote there. You can even spend your points if you wish. Right, I'm just
doing a little bit of advertising. It's just going to take me a quick bit to get that in there.
We'll see if
because I have to copy this guy's name. I can't spell his name. Lewpac.
Be interesting to see if we've got any new meta switches coming. There is a big balance patch coming very, very soon, which I'm sure we can talk about in between.
Yeah, big changes across the board. We have complete changes to some weapons. That's very interesting.
We'll have to have a look at those after.
The royal armor, for example, is getting
the royal armor. They kind of reverted what they were gonna do, which is good. But there's definitely a lot going on there. I think it'll be still playable, but there's a big change to swords. The new hamstring ability rework. The Clarent blade has been completely reworked. Some stuff more ZVZ focused. There's the new fire queue, which could potentially do like a crazy new artillery build for fire because it's super long range and it's actually a lot of damage. It's kind of OP from what I've been testing as well.
Okay.
And what else are they changing? Oh, the new infernal scythe damage seems a bit more geared towards ZVZ, but definitely could work as an execute build. We know Boda has already been rocking that great axe with decent effect, honestly, in GVG. So I'd be interested to see if anyone else goes with the axes when the Infernal Scythe change comes in.
I hate to interrupt you here, but I want you to take a look at this poll.
Right. Oh, I have to open the channel. Means I have to look at Twitch chat for like a minute. Oh dear. Well, I guess we could do it. Let's have a look. Who has been spending their points and voting today? I think we have a winner right now.
Well, we have an early favorite, is what I would say. Currently leading 45-2. We have.
We could overrule that. That means you're gonna have to copy paste the name for me in advance.
Yeah, I got it already for you. I'll drop it in chat so everybody can get it.
Goodness.
They just wanted us to try to spell it.
I know.
Yeah. And so what are we calling this guy? Barcode or or I?
Like Ali G. Remember Ali G?
Yeah. All
right. Great. He's on the Great Hammer. Again, these greedy tank builds. Oh, he's hiding it now. We've just told everyone, but fine. The poison Thetford, man. The poison Thetford. Bring back bow crossbow and just delete these tanks. Honestly. Like, sunder armor these tanks and just delete them. Like, holy moly. Do you remember the double one-hand crossbows? I think that was a Durenton comp.
Can I not?
With the double Astral
remember that one?
The double Astral Aegis. Oh my goodness.
Can I choose not to remember that one?
Is
it all right?
Why not? It was brilliant.
Because I'm sorry. Anytime I play against 2 crossbows, it's the worst worst of my life. It's the worst.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, just die.
They give you the boom, boom. Happens though, doesn't it? Right, we're about to get into our first match. This is level 5, and of course we've got level 6 and 7. Well, we will start to see the 8.3 gear. The gear level, we're already seeing like 7.3 omelets, top tier food, some high-end gear. I have seen people run 8.3 in level 5, but level 6 is where it usually ramps up, and of course level 7 is the serious business, because that's when even the casuals can't even play anymore. That time slot is only available to the best of the best. So good luck to all our GVG teams as they're about to queue and find out who they get matched in our first matches of this evening here on Albion TV.
All right, let's see what we got.
Oh, no show for those boys. No show for the barcode boys. Who was our second place?
Well, I am recording the Rafikon team, so don't go to that one, please.
Where do you want to go then?
Shoot, who do we have? Who came second?
Cargera.
Cargera's out.
Is just
Fatnex. So let's go check out
okay.
Fatnex. That was my vote, actually.
He gets watched with 1 vote. That's what I like to hear. We'll see who they're going to be up against. Fatnex is running the Great Hammer. Again, squishy tank build. Judy boots instead of Fiend sandals. Becoming a lot more mainstream because it's a nice way in. Wow, really early push onto Luke there. They get the knock up. Oh, wow, they flick him back Miles as well. Luke in big trouble. Already popped the resi. Phils has to come back and peel for him. And now it's time to look for a turn as Free James. He did go quite deep for that. He's going to roll. He's going to land and find himself receiving a poison potion at the other end. Stun comes out on the Rimmer. Even start Rimmer. Going to pull back. Just holding ground, though. Not panicking too much. There's the flick. That's a nice cleric robe. Does still have the resi pot, I believe, if needed. And now the Elevate team being driven back towards the choke. Riven, Impaler onto 2 on the choke. Chicken keeping things under control. Sacrifice has now been committed to James. And if there's a flick onto James, there it is. Oh, the angle's not great, and James will be able to roll to safety. A massive opportunity, but here comes the turn. 4-man stun. Luke going to get flicked out of position, holds his ground. He's going to blink out. Look at Aramis. Aramis so aggressive there onto Rimmer. Ninja Cat trying to get everything stabilized. Fatnex in a bit of trouble. Pierce comes out on the greedy tank build with no res pot and no Martlock. It ends up being punished, and that's first blood to this mixed team versus this Elevate Zerfax Fatnex squad. Look like they want to carry on the fight right now without their tank. He's going to have to get back as soon as possible. Gets his gear on. Same build again. Thetford downgraded from 8-1 to flat 8 poisons though.
Yeah, it's
already seeing that. I mean, it's not a big downgrade.
Is it already a time to downgrade?
Happening.
Is it? See, I actually have these the Fatnex team rated very high, so I'm kind of surprised that they're having some difficulty early on against this FS
turn here
team.
onto Luke, but Phil's with a great stun, and Fatnex again in jeopardy, and this is a nice stabilization. They've got the Judy, they want to fight in it. Cleanse comes out. Luke are going to stabilize, and these guys, one thing I've noticed is these guys on red are not panicking under pressure, but maybe Rimmer should panic. Oh, nice. Cleric into the sack. He's going to be okay. Fatnex once again can't stay, but now the seed pops. He's going back in. Guys are up. Stun on 2. Phil's in big trouble. 4 stacks. Iron Breaker. 1 more stab. Down he goes. Fatnex gets credit for that with his auto as well. Riven now running for the hills. The Impaler's going to connect. Aramis rolls in. 1 sickle. Doesn't quite hit, but Fatnex grabs 2 with the Great Hammer autos. And there you go, Shozen. Just as you said, you rate them.
This is kind of how I expected this to go. I mean, these guys are one of my top teams so far this season. They're full of all-stars. I expect them to do quite well.
It still wasn't that clean, though. There was definitely turn potential. You know, we know Luke, we know Phil's. They've been around forever. The other 3 I'm not too familiar with, but you know, they're definitely no slouches from what we've seen. Ninja Cat, though, struggling for energy, and there goes the energy pot right on cue. And now we're back in business. Looks like Free James playing wide, thinking about a potential interrupt onto Rimmer. And looks like Rimmer was just going for the debate. Puts the sickle out onto Fatnex. Luke, very early with the mage robe, though. Looks for the purge. There's the shred onto Fatnex. Fatnex has the Judy boot out, and now they should drop back for the cap right on time. I think Rimmer will probably make a play for that. So yeah, oh no, Rimmer's actually going to push forward here, and Riven was really late to the fight by my count, and now Riven's in a horrible spot. Judy sack goes out. That'll stabilize things. Zerfax gets knocked up, but Luke's going to be driven down. Aramis, both sacks have now been used, both Judys have now been used, and Zerfax is in a bad spot. Nice guys are up from Phil's. The follow-up from Riven. Zerfax going to use that resi pot. Riven, there's the seed. Zerfax still trying to peel back as the Dark Matter does return some damage, but Riven and Phil's, they're still driving forward. Riven has to stabilize a little bit. Phil's now drops low. Guys as the choke, flicked out of position. Doesn't have Judy boots, and greedy tank after greedy tank. It's a tank for tank trade. 4 versus 4. The fight continues. Riven, he's trying to bully them in this choke, threatening that flick every time they go there. Now his evasive jump has been used. Aramis needs to be careful. The shred is out from the bow, and there's no tank to control it. Zerfax is going to find Riven. And this is a wild fight so far. 4-2 and more probably coming soon.
Yeah, Fatnek's going to take a little while to get back. He currently is mounted up and on his way. This was a really good engagement.
Chicken's in trouble. No, Aramis finds Luke, though, and that's going to take the pressure off Chicken. It was a full dive, and he's going to be absolutely fine as they fall back. That was a good opportunity, though. Chicken went to 1 bar of health, and if he goes down there...
Then it's all, that's a big turn right there, because then you're going into a 5v5 with no... well, a 4v5 with no healer. There's no way you can hold those 3 caps. They're going to give them up. Maybe they'll hold.
He's going to sack.
1.
He's going to need to sack Rimmer. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the sack available. I thought he was just being hesitant because he didn't want to waste it before the 5v5. But yeah, Fatnek's on his 3rd set, though. As well as Phil's and Riven on their 3rd sets already. It's going to be a costly GVG one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm watching another costly GVG on the other screen as I'm watching the Rafikon team versus the Magic Is It or the Attack 12 Katamni team. It's pretty exciting over here. I mean,
juicy fight right now. This one's been back and forth, but the caps have all gone one way, and Red finds himself on a 63-point deficit to 141, and they're actually about to go even worse. Fatnex double dips in with the Judy tackle, and then turns onto Luke with the geyser, and the purge is on point, but Fatnex, he may have overstayed his welcome, and this man, he is taking an absolute beating, and of course he does not have a resi. He's already used the Judy as well. They are still drilling him. He's received everything that Chicken has to give there, and now it's got to be the peel back and cap, I imagine. I think they need to not make the mistake of pushing in with a 20 against right now, because they'll just bleed out before they can do anything. This gives them a more comfortable fight and gives them, 4 minutes to play with now.
Yeah, they've got their opportunity. Let's see if they can do it. But it's a small one, the small window here, Lewpac. They're gonna have to move in, and they're gonna have to be very aggressive to try to get these caps and gain control of this in the next 2 minutes.
Zerfax rolls the geyser, which means they have to commit the stun to him in order to land the purge. And that means he gets the meditate for free, and now he's going to open up on the tank, and this is going to be bad news for Phils. Goes into the Judy, gets sacked, but there was some anti-heal in play. Guys are up onto Aramis, Dark Matter in the back. Chicken taking a bit of damage, but Rimmer needs to be careful. Luke needs to be careful. Both of them are going to get tackled. Luke's going to get flicked, but he already had the resi ready, and he had the spiritual seed. He was able to stand his ground. Riven, though, just trying to kite those stacks, but the area of decay across the middle. And now it's a case of just running down Luke. The flick, the stab in the air, 1 stab on landing. Rimmer's going to drop. Phil's is going to drop very soon if he doesn't get some help. I don't think Riven's getting out of there. The Impaler's going to connect. Oh, great geyser from Phil's. 2-man tackle. This might be the ace that finishes the match. We know that Phil's is going to die. I'm pretty sure Riven's going to get caught now. The geyser, the knock up, the Impaler. Ninja does everything he can, including the sack. Wow, this man lasted a long time, but he won't last any longer. He will die on his doorstep as this match is going to come to a conclusion. The 20 on rotation will end this, and all of a sudden, Fatnex and the boys fully take care of this match and get it under control.
Well, that's what happened in my match as well. Is it is over too. I'm currently trying to find us another match to watch, as there are still a number of them going on, but I just have to get to the right one is all.
Yeah, the Cargera one. Cargera's been
Cargera's is still going. Go check out Cargera's with Prince of Death. Taken down by the Renton and totally Kyle, Prince of Death. Wait, that's the original.
Well, no, but they've now got Minsu and Barak from Sun.
Okay, so there is no Dr. Liberal Dumbass in there.
No, but they're putting it to Cargera and the boys, which is no mean feat for a brand new lineup, and it's 115 to 33. A lot of damage coming out with that anti-heal, but Cargera forced to turn off the rocks and wait for that healing to kick in as Barak surges forward. Spiritual Seed goes, but Boda, wow, they're playing... Somebody's playing the Harpoon instead of the Impaler there. Minsu's going to get traded 1 for 1. Carvin and Minsu, but down to 9 points. They need to get this kill onto Durant, and does he have his roll available? Mortal Agony goes out. Counter flick onto Boda. Durant, and he rolls the wrong way. He's gone the wrong way, and that's going to be Durant, and they're going to need caps.
Yeah, they don't have a heal. They don't have any heals.
Cargera's going for 1 cap. I mean, they have 40 seconds. They can't suicide for this, but Cargera and his team are going to need at least 2 to stay alive. and they can't now. They cannot lose another fight. They find Prince though. They found the Renton, and they're probably going to find one more. And Barak's going to have a really late death timer here if the healer doesn't arrive, and that's going to really slow things down. And that's what these boys need if they want to mount a comeback. The Renton and Minsu and Kyle need to pull out this fight right now. Kargera's watching the back cap. No, he's watching the back cap. He's watching the back cap. I like that.
Wow. Yeah, let's see if these guys can pull off the massive comeback here, 97-9 in favor of.
If there's a team that could do it,
the Prince of. Oh, of course. Well, I mean, I don't want to vote against them. I almost want to say they're the ones in the driver's seat. They're the ones who are likely to win.
Kargera just remounted and then demounted, which puts him on GCD there. Not ideal. Boda's using the hook onto Kyle. I like it. The anti-heal going out onto Renton, as well as the cultist Cal. Renton not respecting at all, but that was really good timing. He pulls away just before the seed pops so that the Mystic Rocks don't affect him. Aggressive duty from Kargera lets the boys stabilize, and the aggression is a one-way street right now. Kyle's going to drop, yeah.
Wow, that was quick. I mean, first we saw that nice pressure onto Bodaville. It looked like there was going to be something there.
Is Mystic Rocks coming back up? If Mystic Rocks comes back up here, it's going to be nasty. Oh, great stun from Prince. Minsu trying to stabilize. There it is. There it is. And are they going to get more? They can't go into the tent, because if you lose in the tent, you're in trouble. Prince gets flicked. Boda.
Lose Prince of Death.
Boda, why? Oh, what a save. What a save. Oh, my goodness. Somehow they saved Boda on the way out. That was.
Oh, my gosh. They needed to get that trade there. And now the champs are in the driver's seat here. They may only have 9 points, Lewpac, but they got 3 caps. And there's not going to be a tank for any... for a while. I mean, he's still out here. He's still hanging out. He's just getting his gear.
I was about to rename him Throda as he went into that tent there. But
Throdaville?
Throdaville. But Shekri with the save. They've really got to watch these back caps, though. They don't want to give a back cap. They can win this in 2 minutes. Like they don't even need to get the kills, but these are both such aggressive comps. I'm really loving this hook, by the way, because it instantly forces the commitment of the roll to get out of it, because you're rooted. Can't just walk out of it. It's really nice. Carvina eats the Impaler in the back. Judy used super early by Karg though, and now the defensive advantage is with them. Carvinen, wow, absolutely deleted on Carvinen, but Kargera and the boys cannot back down out of this fight. They're hard diving Minsu. The anti-heal onto the healer, and the healer is dead. If Shekri can survive, they can do something here. Boda's going to need some help up top. Oh, the seed from downtown. He survived, and these guys are pushing with no healer. Grafis is on them. Kyle is dead to the dots. Kyle dies to the dots. They trade for Boda, but it doesn't matter. There's no healer on one side. What, like Shekri and Grafis play together? Kargera's going to probably mount or rotate and just look for out of combat regen. Like that's insane. And Durenton can't cap. Well, Durenton can cap because Karg can't fight him right now. I think someone died. Someone died.
Who died?
They got the kill onto Boda. Barak found Boda, which was enough to do it.
Yeah. Look how close this is. 11-11 as apparently somebody died to a 10.
Oof. It does say war camp if it's a 10. No war camp there.
Well, because we got a 10-11 on one side and then an 11-11.
Sorry, during the fight they must have died to a 10. Yeah, I see what you mean. And it was actually the red team that died. What a fight that was, and very back and forth. Carvinen with 4 deaths, and that dive onto Minsu was class, but they just couldn't keep their boys alive. That the point strain it came back to bite them, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it will grind on you. It will grind on you. It will grind on you, and if you start with so few points like they did, Lewpac, in the comeback.
What a fight! I kind of wish we'd have seen that the whole way through.
Well, yeah, it would have been an amazing fight, but we don't get a lot of votes for Kargera and the boys anymore because we watched them so many times.
Too many times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of spelt weird, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh no, it is Prince of Death. There was a guy called Prince of Death back in there. So yeah, we saw Minsu doing really good in previous fights as well. This is a strong lineup of players, and we saw them come to the wire against Kargera in the end, but they did manage to push it over the line. Here we go, though. Magic is it, Katomni. So we got the fight anyway of Magic is it, ATAC 12, Onion or AFK, Spadger 2 for our level 6 matches. And I'm curious to see how Magic's Arcane Tank is going to play out here, because obviously the utility is strong. I think you're really missing a lot when you don't have that hard stun. Like, that missing that tackle, I think, is not the one. The Astral Aegis, though, does make him very tanky. And Durenton overextending at the front has to get back in the Judy, does get sacked on. So he's going to be okay for now, but respect those stacks or you're going to have a bad time. They are murdering him right now. 4 stacks and full bow shred. Prince not keeping that bow under control as much as he probably should. There's a nice stun, though. Guys are up onto ATAC 12. Spadger comes out now. Magic overextension, Mortal Agony. Judy boots to safety. Do they have a flick for him? Doesn't matter because he's actually running the shield as well, Shozen. He's running he's running energy shield, which isn't as effective in plate because it's kind of massively reduced. But
it's still is saving him quite a bit.
Well, I mean, he can just like really they can't focus him up front with an Astral Aegis and the energy shield. His healer doesn't really need to worry about him. He can just kind of chill. Durenton rolls back, nearly rolls back for the sacrifice, doesn't land it in the Judy though, so only goes to half. Prince in a bit of trouble. The energy's starting to be an issue as well. Not getting inside Durenton's Royal Armor. No evasive jump available. No sack available. Durenton's going to have to run manually back. Oh, they're just going to nibble him to death on the back foot there. And it's not going to be enough. Nice defensive sickles on the way. Area of Decay as well. Barak returning some good fire, including the orb. And Katomni might have overextended for this. Nice shield again. This extra layer of defense probably makes up for the lack of tackle. It's 4v4 right now as Spadger is right back and Katomni rolls in for the full drain. Gets the flick onto Barak, who doesn't have defenses, but he does get sacked and seeded. They're going to look for a turn here, and they do have some momentum. It's 2 caps to 1, so they didn't actually get 3 capped on for this. But now Prince, he's really low on energy. He's not even running the energetic passive. Oh my days. Prince, I think Prince has the wrong passive unless he's absolutely relying on this Royal Armor to keep him going, because his energy is just gone.
It's gone. He has nothing. He's working on fumes over here, Lewpac.
And this they could really punish it with Durenton's Royal Jacket as well, who's running Daybreaker right now. Spadger tries to roll the Pierce, doesn't get it. Katomni, they're running the shield, right? And they're running Protection of Nature, which I love. I'm a big fan of Protection of Nature. And I think it's so strong. Like these layers of defense they've got make everybody so tanky on red. And I don't know if they're bursty enough to push through it right now. Durenton had to switch to the Daybreaker simply because the glaive wasn't offering enough. I think they need to be able to purge those shields off. They need to be able to purge that Protection of Nature off. So the extra purge, very handy. Katomni is out of energy. Prince is back in the game energy-wise thanks to the Royal. And they are going to find magic on that Arcane Tank. This is going to be a massacre now because ATAC is already on the verge of dropping. The guys are knocked up Spadge. Oh, no, they're going to pull back.
They're just going to fall back and get the cap, which is probably a good play here with only 31 seconds left. If they're quick on rotation, they can get the caps. It looks like Space or Spakja Chuju is going to get up there with the bow, preventing the 3 cap.
And it's good that they identified they could take that rotation, though. They needed to identify that. And they need to watch for the back here. That was good. They played the Daybreaker really nicely, removing those crucial layers of defense that prevented the kill. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Daybreaker. I personally prefer it to the Glaive right now. I think the kit available to the Daybreaker build is better. And the fact that it has an offhand makes you more versatile build-wise. I like it, and I like this tanky Arcane Tank with just able to constantly purge the bow. Like his entire job is to make sure the bow doesn't get to play, and I love it. I don't even know what W he's playing actually, because it doesn't look like Mimic either, unless he's mimicking other stuff. Who knows? But he's taking a pummeling early on. I think if he wait. Is he mimicking the nature? Because if you mimic nature, you get Protection of Nature, don't you?
Yep.
So maybe they are running Cleanse, and that's where they're getting Protection of Nature from.
We've seen that the better uses of Mimic are when you pair it with what your team has, so you're not just running extra shocks, but you're building something that can really work well. specifically with your healer in playing more of a support role than just
they're
trying
in
to keep
trouble
somebody
though.
quiet.
Durenton and Barak getting run down. Prince goes for the kite, but it's not going to be enough here. Durenton probably going to drop. Yeah, there's the knock up. Yeah, no, I do like the Mimic, and again, it's a lot of versatility. Like if you've got the energy problems with the Astral Aegis, but if you Mimic a spear, you get deflecting spin, which gives you energy. I'm trying to think of what all of the abilities you get are. Curse gives you armor piercer, I think. Hammer gives you inertia ring. I can't remember exactly what abilities it gives you from each class, but it's one of the it's one of the most fun and high skill ceiling. The problem is with no unit collision, people walking over the top of each other, it's hard to target the specific thing in the heat of battle. The only thing I would like to see Mimic reworked in that it keeps the spell you steal until you choose to take another. Until you use another one, so you just hold one. Having to re-grab it after every use is just clunky. Yeah. It does make it very hard. Specifically, that was the hardest thing about using the magic shock spam, was that you had to constantly clear your target, retarget yourself. Well, it's a ground target anyway. You don't target the target. You just grabbing it for the Mimic. You have to grab it off of yourself. No, you just self cast. You just Alt W. Alt W self cast and then W cast it straight away. I was doing it all wrong. The easiest thing to do is self cast Mimic, honestly. I was definitely doing it wrong. That's a lot easier than trying to target something else. Barak in a lot of trouble. Durenton and Prince like going on Spadger. They're gonna get the 1-for-1 trade. Katomni, wow, eats everything there. The Dark Matter giving him some beef. Durenton came off of that Daybreaker as well, and I think it just caught them out. It's a 1-for-1, but it just feels like blue is the ones pushing and red is happy to kite because they got the 3 caps right now. They're gonna get another 20 as well. I want to see if Onion's running this cleanse here when he gets tackled. Oh, Atac's going to drop. Attack down. And Spadger's going to get stunned immediately on the choke and purged here, I imagine. That's what he's waiting for. What's going to happen with Katomni here? Is he going to be able to make it? Prince has tackle available. He's held it for ages. He hasn't tackled in ages. So so Onion is definitely running cleanse heal, which means that the protector of nature was coming from magic, which I really like that. I like that combination there, using 2 players to make sure that you can have that was a nice tackle. Magic's going to drop. Oh, no. They actually ran and got North as well. They split off and grabbed caps there. That was good play. Well, they had lost a member early on. I think he's the one who split off. Yeah, he came back, grabbed 1 cap to stop the bleed, and then got back in. They're going to get a 20. This is one hell of a fight, Shozen. That's a very, very, very good rotation by these guys. Really aware of the cap game and using it to their advantage every second they had. Well done. And you're right. It puts them into striking distance here at 70 to 89. Keeps it close. And I don't think they're going to play for the 3 now. They did get that rotation. Okay, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Prince going to wrap round. Durenton going straight through the middle. Nice tackle through. And Atac, he knows. Oh, it's a Shadow Caller. Switched up to the Shadow Caller. Maybe caught Prince off guard there with the armor pierce. Again, the problem is with the Dark Matter. He uses the Dark Matter there, but there's no one for it to bounce to. Spadger. Oh, that's a combo. That is a combo. And Onion trying to land the cleanse right now. Does get the heals off, but they are bullying right now on Spadge. Katomni, in the meantime, was getting wailed on by the curse and the bow, but Barak, horrible position. They're going to get the stun. That's a nice deletion, but Spadge, I don't think Spadger's got much left after that evasive jump. Impaler, Iron Breaker, they look for the trade. Oh, but the Geyser! Nice. Magic switched off of the Arcane onto the Geyser, saves his boy. He gets the cleanse off, and now Durenton dies. Kyle finds space onto Onion. But what a play. Meanwhile, they were able to get the 20 tick in that play, but they're going to lose their entire team that's full ace on this one. Good night. The only person alive is Kyle. He's running for the hills, but that was magic, is it? Did Kyle make it? That geyser was unbelievable. Spadger was dead, 100% dead, and he geysered him up the hill, saved him. It was beautiful. Again, I love things like Mimic. I love Geyser because they're such high skill ceiling abilities. The fact that it can be used defensively, and Barak kills Katomni, who overextended for a kill. Oh, wow. That's not really how they want to start. He was chasing Kyle. He had been chasing Kyle that whole time. Chasing the ace, mate. Chasing the ace and got punished. Love it. They're going to push, by the way. They're not going to go for the cap because it's 4v5.
Play here. Use the 4v5, get this area, and then make it a 4v5 holding cap. Get the caps.
Oh, they didn't really do enough damage, though. That's the problem.
No,
they got the flick onto Magic. Magic swapped himself back out, turned it into a 3-man stun, and now defensive tackle is used, and Magic is defending. And now they end up in a 5v5 anyway with 0 caps. Like,
and Magic switched it up. He's no... What? Great Hammer?
Yeah, he's on the hammer now. That's why I said he saved Spadger with the Geyser because he switched to Great Hammer off of the Arcane. A-Tag takes a beating. Prince of Death needs to be careful. Poison goes out. Does he have his duty? Is he even going to get back to his healer right now? Minsu. Sack comes out. No duty. Kyle in a lot of trouble at the back. Magic nearly soloing him, but Katomni goes low as the Renton. Hard pressure there. Spadge out of energy now. Kyle's going to die, but they might get the trade. The Renton is going to die as well. So it's 2 for nothing. No space with no bow, no glaive. There's no chance of Barrack to get anything.
This was
and that's
such a
GG.
close match. And then these last 2 engagements have really just taken this out of the running. And
Great
of course, this is our final
Barrack
match.
dies.
This one went the length here. This was a good one.
Wow,
5 to 11.
Yeah, wasn't that close on kills, honestly.
No, it didn't feel like it was 5 to 11, but wow, those 2 near aces will really do it. Well done by the Black Order team, taking this one, really showing off. Like, that was some good skills. Really well played.
You love to see it. That was a crazy match, honestly. All right, let's see what's going on next then.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time to kill.
So we don't have a recording because Shozen's PC is in full meltdown mode apparently. Oh, it looks like the red tree ZVC is over. I was gonna go back and check that out. What do you want to do then? What do you want to check out?
Yeah, I can say something. Was I
no. He's just
still for you?
He's mastered the art of standing perfectly still. You see, like I thought he'd locked up as well. It was like this.
I got scared there for a second. Wow.
The best way to do it, Show, if you really want to trick him, right? Do it with your mouth open. Looks like you're like.
Oh no, guys, stop.
Poor old Bogul.
Scaring me, man.
As if being in a flood and having to drive with all of your setup, reconnect it all, troubleshoot it all, and get AlbionTV running in a single day wasn't enough, Shozen. There's me and you pretending that we've locked up and our internet's dropped. Imagine we both dropped at the same time and Bogul had to commentate GVGs on his own while running the show.
Well, then it's do you know the silent comment or no comment stuff on like NBC and stuff, where it's just a video of some sort of news event? I think that's what we
that's
get.
That's the method, is it? Okay.
Family stream.
It went out of the window when you guys started talking about gambling.
Yeah, the show really went off the rails. This is what happens when we don't have recordings. Should have talked about more Albion history, though, is what we should have talked about. There's so much of it.
Mate, I could be like the Albion historian because I've lived through every single war. I mean, I think I've fought in most of the server wars. One way or the other.
Magic is our winner, and we're going to be going in about 10 seconds.
Okay, well, let's hope this time the guys we choose to watch don't get a no-show. These guys been looking good. I mean, I guess they ended up winning after switching off the Arcane. I kind of like it though. Like he's actually
Arcane, yeah.
He's actually running Motivating Cleanse, not Mimic now, which I think is better. I want to say it's better. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I like the versatility of Mimic, but I think using it on anything but yourself is clunky. So I like Motivating Cleanse. Plus, Motivating Cleanse gives 3 seconds of 40% move speed every 15. Like that's really, really good, for example, for your glaive. Like, so the enemy tank comes in to peel your glaive, stuns him, you cleanse him, and then he has bonus move speed to chase down whatever he was chasing. Like, Motivating Cleanse is so good. I love the Arcane. It's good that they removed Purge, though, off of as a W ability, because Arcane Orb plus W Purge plus Fiend Cowl, you might as well just pack the bow up. You might as well just delete the bow and start punching them at that point. Because you're not even going to get explosive arrows value. Right, so here we go then. They messed something up. They didn't go in, Shozen.
They didn't go in.
They either didn't queue or they didn't get a match. I'm not exactly sure
All right.
what's going on. Who was next?
Kagera was next, I think.
What? Yeah, Cargera was next.
Okay, let's see if they can have a little bit better luck.
Wow, we're very
Cargera's
late.
dead. Fatnex is taking him out in the early
no.
exchanges. Oh,
But
Boda.
this is not the way.
Man. Boda's on his harpoon build again, right? Oh, they're going to get carved. Cargera's still playing his stuff, his SOB. Boda is not on his great axe. And I'm just like, oh man, I love Boda's great axe. Honestly, Fatnex in a little bit of trouble at the back, but he's going to be okay. And they find Shekri. They find Shekri on the way out. The anti-heal from Karg comes down, but Shekri goes down. I think they need to switch it up. I think they need that great axe. It's so much fun. And it does a lot of damage at this level as well.
Let's see if these guys can get up here. And
wow.
3 capped immediately.
oh, that looks nice, doesn't it, there, Bogul?
What?
It looks good.
That's
Big
very
SOB.
excellent overcharge there.
Little
Not
pull
slouching with the
onto
gear.
tank. Oh no, none of these guys. I mean, like Elevate and Sun are two of like the richest guilds going. Like, they've both pretty much got infinite money at this point. Fatnex's going to contest this. He's going to go for the Judy Boots tackle Geyser. He's used everything to come in here, and they do need to think about the fact that the protection of nature went on to free James as well, but Fatnex still had his Judy. I like that. I like that patient play from him. Like, he doesn't Judy too early. He knows that he's going to be able to ride it out, but free James actually has to get sacked, and they've used a lot here. The target switching is going well from Karg and the boys, but now Karvinen isolated without his gang. Free James getting very little healing. Zerfax rolls Boda. They're both now in the Mystic Rocks, and the saves are not coming out. The anti-heal onto Zerfax is real. Nicely done, but Grafis, he's in big trouble. Evasive jump comes out. They do get Zerfax. It's going to be a trade onto Grafis. 4 versus 4, but right now, Elevate on the red team, they have all of the caps, and that is what matters right now. Karvinen getting drilled down, and it's this dive really isn't working right now because the counter kills are coming quicker than Karg and Boda can find their own, and it's just going to cost them the match if they keep on here. Karg now needs to actually pull out.
He's getting pounded on here.
He's going to be okay.
Healer. I mean, greedy tank builds. They're
yeah,
not
they
very
deservedly get pumped. But now Shekri, who came in to save the boys, he manages to get the seed on himself. The Impaler comes down, Judy as well. But these guys are not going to be stabilizing anytime soon. They go for the flick onto Aramis, but they're going to peel back. Karg's going to get flicked. Should get stunned as well. Cleansing heal comes out. Poison. Karg going to drop at the front there. It's not what he wanted to see there. They're just, I don't know, the anti-heal works, but it's just the lockdown of the hammer like gets you so much value, because somebody in the Mystic Rocks can just stand there and still pump at you, but he has faith in it. Like, he goes back to it every time. He definitely has faith in it, but I think I'd rather see Boda on either the Daybreaker or the Great Axe, because the Great Axe comes with a bunch of anti-heal as well. I think it's so much more potential there. Right now, these guys are struggling to get through this Elevate team. Chicken in a horrible spot. He's gonna have to rotate out, but he just doesn't. He doesn't use his boots. He stands his ground, and his team gets out so much DPS. Great play from Chicken. One of my favorite nature healers to watch. Shekri taking some damage in the back. Free James, horrible spot, but does have that resi pop, and the sacrifice can be used. Karvin and meditating. There's still 3 cap against. They're doing such a good job of just bouncing back and forward. Like, look at that. Double boots committed to the cap as well. Fanex is just going to come back in now and stop it. Like, this is just great play. This back and forth up the choke has got to be so frustrating. And they're just going to bleed him out so fast. Anti-heal goes up the choke. Everybody caught in that Mystic Rocks, and Cargera puts down the nasty wounds, and they surge forward. But the kite is so good. They're already so deep in the back. The hook onto Chicken. Chicken, I don't know if he's got boots available, but he gets protection of nature onto himself. Geyser knocks Free James away from his target. Rare mistake there from Fatnex. But Carvenan, he's up high. Oh, he gets a really good cleric, but Aramis still has his everlasting spirit as well. That would have been a kill otherwise, but now Karg is poisoned. If James has the flick, Karg's going to die. Overextends again. And he's not playing with those safety nets. Chicken is in the enemy backline as well. This is some rowdy play, but it's just not coming together. Aramis nearly dies.
Really
wow, they're actually still playing.
Here.
They killed Chicken.
Okay,
They've just
finally,
killed the
they just
healer.
got Chicken. I was going to say this was a completely one-sided match.
And Aramis is playing on nothing. This is and now Karg's coming in to try and get Fatnex, who I believe had a bunch of the loot as well on him. And there's the hook, and there's the kill.
And there goes Fatnex, so that's another
kill. It's going to be a juicy kill. I mean,
and they're going to get the 3 cap here.
I mean, even when they got the healer though, Cargera still died. Like that's his 3rd death. Like at what point do you think, hey man, I'm going to just run resistance pot? Like I really need that one extra defensive to get myself out of these situations.
I don't know. Is he really getting that much use out of like his poison? Is it?
I feel that he feels so because obviously Boda's running resis. So who knows at this point? But they managed to get something on the board. They're going to get some points here, and I guess they're going to play aggressive. But Boda is responsible for the bow, right? With his Fiend's Cowl. Cargera's running Nasty Wounds. So Zerfax gets a lot of space in this matchup. This is what I don't like. The bow has a lot of freedom because he's playing Meditate. And Boda doesn't have that. Like, that Geyser Purge combo is what guarantees it. Boda's going to miss the Harpoon as well. They push in for free James. But Zerfax, he gets the free play. And this is what's killing them, is the bow free play right now. Chicken in a bit of trouble.
Zerfax
Chicken's blinked up to the high ground. But now it's Sun and Cargera that are trying to play the kite game.
Nice hook.
Boda needs to be careful. Big damage coming onto him. The royal armor goes out, but doesn't offer any defensives. Carvenan
really
kiting
low
back.
on the backside.
They just full send onto Carvenan.
He's
and
done.
There's no punish for it. Like, Nasty Wounds goes out onto Zerfax, but like Boda's fighting in the midline, so Zerfax doesn't get punished. He's going to roll. Wow, there's the roll after him. Now Grafis can get in on it, but Grafis is in trouble.
And Zerfax
may fall. Nice bop.
Yeah, he's
One
got
more
those
tick.
stacks. He can't
Oh,
survive
that was so close. And I think Grafis actually got out of that. So it's 4v4 with the caps in favor. And obviously, Carvenan's going to be back in the fight in just a second. And this is
These guys
a
are
tough
so
one for
hard
Elevate
to
to
beat
stick.
when they hold themselves like this with the 3 caps. They hold better than anybody else.
Boda's in
Bodaville
trouble,
really
though.
low. Is he going to get punished?
He's got
What
a
else are we gonna
siege
see on
coming,
him?
I think. Wow, they're
Yeah,
just riding it
he's
out.
Stacked, yeah.
3 stacks, no
And look at
siege
that.
used. The hook misses again, though. And
Nasty.
Chicken's having trouble in the back. Nasty Wounds and Mystic Rocks. No
Free
healing
James
onto
goes
Chicken.
down. Chicken is gonna
Chicken got
go.
purged as well. He's going to get flicked maybe by Boda. Oh, great
No, he's
save from
okay.
Fatnex.
He's going to make it, yeah.
That was huge by
Well
Fatnex.
done there. But Zerfax coming out of there. Still good. Great plays by these guys. Keeping it alive.
This
But they're
is a
on the
roller
edge,
coaster
and
of a
Zerfax
match.
is going because that is just too much. That
This
kind
was-
of pressure just...
This looks like a different match to what we watched in the first 5 minutes. Holy moly.
Just a completely different match.
I was almost...
This
I was
is
about
where
to
these guys
search.
excel. This is where they excel. No other team is as dominant when they have a 3 cap against it. You know, it's...
I still think Zerfax gets too much space in this comp, though. Like, Nasty Wounds, like, when they get it at the right moment, it absolutely wins on the fights, right? But in terms of average return on investment, 1 purge in the entire lineup for this bow. Although Zerfax did just roll the hook, which means he can't roll the purge. That was nice from Boda, actually. That was really good. And now they go straight onto Zerfax. Full send. He gets his cleric off this time, but that was beautifully done. Zerfax is going to have to roll again. Nasty Wounds as well. They are just full dive onto this man now. He has nothing but the heals that are coming in from him. He has no defensives of his own. Everything's used, but Carvenan with the overextend. Now Boda pulling back. Carvenan with the cleric. This is going to be possibly going all the way here to a ridiculous scoreline. Zerfax rolls again. They're just using it, like putting him out of position over and over again with this hook, forcing his rolls out. But here comes the meditate. Aramis going to get stunned. They're surging forward, looking for free James. He's going to roll back for some heals. Protection of nature being used. Chicken, I really like this. Like, Karg isn't running Great Hammer, so Protection of Nature is such a great spell here. Zerfax once again gets hooked, gets flicked. He's going to stand his ground, the pierce. But yes, oh my goodness. That was so good from Zerfax. Pops his cleric, ramps up his damage. There's the trade, but Carvenan goes as well. It's 4v3. Can they find Aramis? Aramis doesn't proc his cleric. And now there's potentially an opening with those Mystic Rocks. Going to roll back. They need to stabilize, though. If they can just hold, they still have the caps. And they're 40 seconds off winning. From the start, there was an absolute massacre.
They're going to win this. I don't see them losing right now.
Back caps is how they lose here. And Karg knows it.
I don't see any back caps going.
No, it'll come just in time. It'll come just in time. It'll buy them an extra minute if they back cap.
Like, Grafis is already back. This is...
Yeah, but Grafis isn't watching the back cap. Surely Yeah, they know. Okay, someone's going for the back cap. Carvenan's already at the back cap.
Carvenan's already been back, yeah.
How did they win this, Shozen?
I don't know, but they're going to get free James here if he's not careful. I think they're going to take down one more just to make it feel bad.
That was a protection of nature sack. That was a protection of nature sack, and it didn't even give him a bar of health. Wow. Mystic Rocks, nasty wounds. Wow. I don't even know what we just watched, Shozen. That was... I don't even know what to say. It was still 10-8 in favor of Elevate in kills, but the first 10 kills went to Elevate. Carvenan died 4 times in that, and he still came back at 8-3. These guys have got too much money, man. These teams have too much money, Shozen. Elevate.
It's ridiculous.
Guilds like Elevate and Sun with their infinite money, man. How are you supposed to compete with people that are still bringing 8-3 5 sets deep? In level 7 as well. Level 7, mate. Not level... Wow. What a match, though. And we chose the right match to watch there,
got lucky on that one. Yeah, we did.
Oh, my goodness. What
all right, I do have another raffle going right now. Hurry up and get in on that raffle. It's the last one tonight, the last one of the 4th anniversary. Actually, I'm going to clear this one. We're going to make a new raffle. New raffle.
Wow. And that again, Carvenan as well. When he respawned, he went to watch the back cap because they were going for the back cap, by the way. I don't think we caught it on camera. But there was a rotation. There was a rotation for it. And they got it. I just... Wow. Wow, Shozen.
Yeah, that was...
Right. Raffle is open. There won't be a second match to watch because internet is being potato today. But you guys should definitely stick around for this raffle. And Shozen, you guys will be back in a bit without me.
Yeah, we'll be back at 0:30. And you guys will be able to watch us at 0:45 for the NA invasion.
Asleep.
Yep.
Thankfully.
It's going to be a wild night here. Best of luck to Bogul to stay up for that. And
yeah, so both. Well, no, Robin and Bogul, they're both my sort of time zone.
Yeah, they are. They go full trooper on these invasion days.
I'll be sound asleep at 4 a.m. Yeah.
Do you sleep in between? That's what I used to do.
No, not today.
So I used to I used to like finish this show. No, we didn't used to do this show on a Saturday, did we? Did we always do it? I used to finish.
This is one of our first ones that we did together.
I used to finish whatever show on the Saturday, and I go and put the telly on, fall asleep, set my alarm for like 3 hours. And
I remember you showing up, just slurping a coffee, slapping yourself in the face, and then let's go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I used to. And there was one time. Do you know when I knew I needed to stop the NA show? Right. There was one time where there was like rubber banding like crazy, and it was an awful show. Right, because EU, it was just a mess, and chat was abusing us, and the server was overloaded because of free to play. And I remember getting a message from Shozen saying we're not going to do the NA show, right, because of the lag. And that wave of relief that I felt from being able to go to bed, that was the moment I knew I should no longer do the NA show, because I have never felt happiness like the moment that Shozen told me it was cancelled one night. So I was like, yeah. All right, let's bounce. All right, Are we drawing the raffle? Are you guys in?
I've still got
Exclamation mark
people
raffle.
entering the raffle right now. Mr. Riker has just entered for the first time. Let's see who we have still to enter into the raffle, and we'll give him a few more minutes, as it's 69 people have. 63 people have entered the raffle. Generally, we try to get this to 69 people because we're that immature.
Love it. Why not, eh? Why not?
All right, 66 it is. All right. Flappy Fingers, Hazy Jack, and Rec Thal Cal. You guys have all won. Yeah, I don't know.
Congrats, guys.
I don't
send
name
a
these
little
people,
send a
Bogul.
little message. Send a little message and you will get your prizes off Mr. Shozen. These guys will be back later on then for the NA reset. That'll go live at around midnight UTC. You guys should see the stream go live probably at 1:45 though. Because of the 15-minute delay, you'll start to see the action. Hope you guys are there for that. If not, AlbionTV returns tomorrow. No, Tuesday.
Monday, we're actually back.
Oh, Monday, yeah, because you rescheduled a show.
We had to bring back all those shows from Thursday and Friday. We're going to be doing them at different times over the next 2 weeks. So we will have a couple extra shows in the next 2 weeks to make up for the flooding in Germany.
Love the flooding. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all our GVG teams for taking part and having a monstrously good time here with those high-level GVGs. We appreciate you all for hanging out, and we'll see you soon on Albion TV.
Thank you very much. We're out. Bye.